lay my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on free.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
From the 25 on second down, Brady. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Moss. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Going with Moss on the ground. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down. To throw is Brady. Quite the under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now left side of the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On third down, Brady. The quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, and whatever they said appears to have worked. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He was covered by
line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Falcons 0.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense really threw around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Brady's throw there complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Brady to try and get it after the pick six. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They'll run on first down with Moss. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 29. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first down carry here for Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Well, he did get a take to get there.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass. Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Going deep here for Edelman. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first half completion. To throw again on second down, Brady. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Now Brady again. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Brady. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Falcons 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Falcons take over first and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Falcons take over first and 10. At their
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second and 11 now.
the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. The shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
25-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big, big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice
passing game.
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. What is the timing of them throwing the football?
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Touchdown. Zach Moss. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would... certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And they'll begin by running the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some... It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
3rd down, here's a run by Moss. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Brady. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Right side complete. That's Woods. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick will get this out to Barkley, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fitzpatrick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll run the screen with Moss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On 2nd and 1, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Open man is Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested, in effect.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Brady going to look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 40 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. -9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Make it happen! This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now Brady on the bootleg. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Brady going to throw here. Able to find Shaheen here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and that'll make it third down. Brady to throw again. And got him in. It's Woods. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Falcons 20.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.